If you're thinking about relocating to University Place, you might be a little confused with the geography. Today, I'm going to walk you through where things are at, a couple surprising things about the school system, and hopefully give you a good idea of what it's like to live there. That school district in University Place is super highly rated. It's also just a very sweet suburban area. You've got a lot of single family homes here, some great water view homes, a cool little spot called Day Island, and lots of parks to play and walk in. So let's dive in. Okay, let's start off with the 30,000 foot bird's eye view of University Place and where it sits in the Puget Sound. So University Place is right here, and you can see it is right next to Tacoma, Stillicum, and Lakewood, and McCord Air Force Base is down here. Up here, you've got downtown Seattle. SeaTac is the airport, and you've got Bellevue over here. And just in case you're going to Kitsap Base, that is in Bremerton here. So you can see it's kind of at the bottom of the Puget Sound, but it doesn't take too long to get to all the big commuter places that people are thinking. One thing that's nice about University Place is you can kind of go the back way to McCord Air Force Base. Depending on what gate you're going in there, you're looking at about 20 minutes-ish to get to Joint Base Lewis McChord from University Place. And then if you're going up to Seattle, what you would do is hop on Highway 16 here, and you would take probably the 5 all the way up to Seattle, or the 405 from the 5 up to Bellevue. So we're looking at about 50 minutes to downtown Seattle, 45, 50. We're looking with no traffic about 30 minutes to the airport. We're looking at about, let's say 25 minutes, 20 with no traffic to McCord Air Force Base, and you're looking at just under an hour, let's say 55 minutes to downtown Bellevue. Now, University Place up to Bremerton will take you a little bit. I would say probably you're looking at 45 minutes. So that should give you a good idea of where it sits and all the big commuter places you may be going if you're relocating here. Okay, so let's zoom in now and give you a real look at where University Place is in a bit smaller view. So you've got Gig Harbor over here, and then all of this surrounding UP is Tacoma. And then down below here, you have Stillicum and Lakewood. So University Place, a good sort of rule of thumb, starts on 19th, and it goes down around Fircrest Golf Club, kind of back over to South Orchard, and then all the way down to Chambers Creek. So this little guy over here, this is Day Island, and I spoke about it in another video. It's a really cool small little island. It's only residential, and it is very special. If you are looking for a waterfront home in University Place, that is definitely where you would find it. So not a ton of homes here, but some really, really special homes. The ones in the middle typically still have views, but these guys are right on the water, and man, it is special to live there. While I'm zoomed in here, you can see there are a couple marinas here. There's a Day Island Yacht Club, and then there is a brewery down here, and also a restaurant called Boathouse 19. Kind of a cool fact about Boathouse 19 is that you can actually drive your boat up and park while you eat. So let's go back out, and I will pop in and show you where the schools are. So we are looking at 19th, Fircrest, over to Orchard, down to Chambers Creek, and then up and around. So that's about where things are in University Place. Now, all of these guys in here are schools. So the yellow is elementary schools. The green is intermediate schools. And the blue is Curtis High School. The sort of maroon, what are we calling that? Maroon, that is Curtis Junior High. It's kind of weird how University Place does their grades. So normally in Washington State, kindergarten through 5th grade is elementary school. Well, University Place does it a little bit different. So they do kindergarten through 4th in what they call their primary school. And then 5th through 7th is intermediate. So again, there's 2 intermediate schools. And then they do Curtis Junior High, which is 8th and 9th grade, which is right next to Curtis Senior High, which is 10th through 12th. So again, instead of having 3, like elementary, middle, and high school, University Place has 4. And I think it's kind of nice because there's so much change going on for these kids at this age. I think it's actually pretty cool University Place does that. They've done it since the 1950s, since Curtis High School opened. And if you live in UP, you don't really think about it too much, but it is kind of an interesting thing they do. As I mentioned before, University Place really has its core street of Bridgeport Way. And Bridgeport Way holds things like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's. You've got all kinds of businesses, everything from national chains like Five Guys Burgers to more local spots and coffee shops and things like that. But they're mainly concentrated kind of right in through here. And there's a big Safeway there as well. So everything you're gonna need, you have. Hey, I'm Satya Delgadillo. If we haven't met yet, I am a local realtor and I help people find the perfect place to call home in the South Puget Sound. I live in Gig Harbor. I work and play all over Tacoma, University Place, and Kitsap County. So if you are trying to find your perfect place and relocating here, please give me a call, text, email. Let's connect and find what's right for you. I'm going to show you a few of my favorite places to go in University Place. I mean, we all love a good Trader Joe's run, but University Place really excels in its parks and nature. So we've got over here Chambers Bay Golf Course, super famous, really special. You do not need to have a membership to play here. But you can have a membership if you want to go play every day here. And yes, I do know people who do that. Now, all along the edge of the course, you have a big walking loop, which really is pretty cool. And it is quite steep going down to the water, so just beware. And then if we zoom in a little bit further, we can see Chambers Beach. So there is a sort of bridge right here that goes over the railroad tracks and onto the beach. A lot of people don't know that you're able to go to the beach this way, but it is kind of a hidden gem over here. You do have parking both at the top of the hill, up at the clubhouse, and then also down here, right here. So there is some parking that's closer, or you can be way up here and take the very steep walk down. But you've also got the off-leash dog park, and actually down here you are allowed to let your dogs run off-leash on the beach, which is pretty cool. We don't see that everywhere. You've got some fields as well, and you've got Chambers Creek. So let me kind of show you throughout here. This is all forested and there are trails running throughout. It is quite a large area. Let's see, you can't really see any, there we go. So Chambers Creek Trail runs right along here, and you literally can hear the water. It's really, really nice. It's very peaceful, very tranquil. You do not feel like you're in a giant city. And then running up next to it, you also have Kobayashi Park. So Kobayashi Park, it's on the same creek as Chambers Creek Trail, and it is a whole system that you can walk through. There are some grassy areas and some restrooms, but in the summertime, you'll see kids playing on rope swings down there. It's a great place to walk your dog. You can kind of park along the road up here and just go right in, and it is so cool. Highly recommend. Now, zooming out, let's go over to Cirque Playground. So this playground is super cool. They just redid the whole playground here. It's right in through here, and I have some cool video to show you of that. But you've also got huge fields to play on as well. Super convenient. There is like a little Veterans Memorial area over here, which is really cool too. So highly recommend checking that one out. The playground that they just reopened, I think last year, is super inclusive. So for all abilities, there are things to play on, and it's just really cute. Coming back out to another of my favorite playgrounds is the Playground by the Sound. So this is right at the edge of the Chambers Bay course, and let's see if we can zoom in a little more here. It is a wooden playground. This does it no justice, but this side is sort of the tot lot for younger kids. Then we've got swings and the big toy for the older kids. So highly recommend checking that out if you have a kiddo. And again, we have this big long loop all around the top. It's hard to see the elevation, but you're literally looking at the Puget Sound all the way around on this loop. Even from the playground, you have views. And if you're a golfer, you absolutely have to check out Chambers Bay Golf Course. The 2015 US Open was held there, and it's gorgeous. So as far as food goes, you've got Whole Foods up here and Trader Joe's on Bridgeport Way. You are really close to Walmart. It's right on the edge of University Place. I think it might technically be Lakewood, but it's right on the edge there. And then you've also got a Fred Meyer over here. So, you know, no lack of convenience there. So as you can see, we love our golf courses here in Washington. You've got the Chambers Bay course here. You've got the Meadows course here. So if you are a golfer, it's sort of heaven to live here. You're probably less than 10 minutes anywhere in University Place from tee time. So that's a big plus. But otherwise, University Place really is pretty small. You can see it's mainly residential, and it's mainly single family homes, unless you're looking on this side of Bridgeport, which does have some townhomes, and it also has some luxury apartment buildings sort of up this way on Bridgeport. So lots to do, but not a whole lot in the way of entertainment unless you're a golfer. You're gonna have to go out to Tacoma, which of course is right next to UP. Anything you could want to do is in Tacoma. You've got the zoo up here, Point Defiance Park up here as well. And then you've got Wapato Park, which I really like, which isn't too far from University Place as well. The mall, Costco. So again, UP, it's a little guy, right? We're talking right in through here. But you are surrounded by everything you need. And again, the big stars of University Place are the school system and also the golf course. Chambers Bay is stunning. So what do you think? Could you live in University Place? Whether you're looking for top-rated schools, a neighborhood that is convenient for commuters, or somewhere that feels a little quieter but has all the big city amenities, then UP may just be for you. Please let me know in the comments if you found this video helpful, and if you want to learn anything more about it, I'm happy to make another video for you.